like after his first kidnapping experience. I mean, he started talking to others and said, listen, we have a lot we can share. And in fact, I'm like, go on, Baba. I remember.
Yeah, and he even talked about going to Benue State and Kogi State to visit our Igbo brothers that were carved into those areas. Unfortunately, things turned out bad. You know, the federal government of Nigeria has a way of making a legitimate struggle look very bad. And I'm sensing that is what they want to do with this Yoruba Nation thing, because I won't be surprised if they brand it a terrorist organization tomorrow and start going into...
Governor, I've been told now, Ondo State governor has already said it. If you see anybody grouping themselves together in the name of Yoruba Nation, shoot them aside. In Yoruba land.
Imagine that. So that's what these people did in Igbo land, you know. Do you know these people came to the southeast and we are going into villages, killing young boys and labeling them IPOB terrorists? And that is their way of trying to like crush the entire idea and still keep people inside that contraption. So I think the federal government of Nigeria, because I know they are listening to this, they listen to these recordings, they have their agents who try to brief them on whatever is happening, whatever conspiracy is happening outside Nigeria. But I think if they are hearing my voice, they should actually use this to know that the contraption has really come to an end, because the people you actually forced together, they are not happy with each other. When they keep saying the peace and unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, there is no peace and unity in Nigeria in the first place. So there cannot be any negotiations. It will be good if we all go our separate ways, and then the competition will be fair. You get it? If an Igbo man wants to come to Yoruba land, he can apply for visa, or if the Yoruba government want, they can get into in talk with the Biafran nation, and then decide to like, okay, we don't need visas to visit each other's country. They can trade within each other. They can do anything within each other. But let us have our own separate governments.
No,
that is all. I don't really see
anybody. And if they can do it, fine. If they can't, also fine. Let them have their destinies in their own hands.
Exactly. This issue of one group, you know, forcing the other group to their own thing, or trying to like make these other people second-class citizens, or trying to like feel the whole country is theirs. It's totally absurd. I mean, since I moved to the UK here, I mean, I've been hearing the Scots talking about referendum. The British government has never treated them the way Nigerian government treats people. No. That is very, very horrible.
Never even talk down on us. All they kept doing, which we considered an insult, is that we will suffer if we leave here the union. That's what they keep telling us, and that to us in Scotland, we felt like it's an insult.
Yeah, I was surprised when I visited Scotland. I realized you guys, your own pounds does not even have the face of the Queen.
No, we don't have the face of
the
Queen.
And I'm like, oh, these people don't even have the face of the Queen on their own currency, but it is still the same pounds and the same value. But it's just that they don't want the face of the Queen on their currency. No. That's some amount of independence.
It is called autonomy. That's what we should have in that contraption. The Igbos should have their own money. The Yorubas should have their own money. Every identified region, but they brought in American federal system of government that makes it look like, we are all one, but we agreed.
But no, we didn't. They call it Federal Republic of Nigeria, but it is not Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is Unity Republic of Nigeria, because there is no state police. The states are not autonomous. They all take orders from Abuja. They all look up to Abuja every month to get paid and to service some things. It is not a federal.
Even to borrow money, they need Abuja approval.
Yeah, imagine that. So it doesn't really make sense. And then the second thing I really want to say is, you see this Okwama killing. What you just said tonight is what happened from day one. If you remember, I told you that those soldiers went to do bunkering.
You did.
Because before I came down to the UK, you know, Bibo, they do this bunkering, and I know how soldiers have been involved. In fact, they will go as far as burning evidence and destroying things. You get it? So this is what really happened. And the reason why Nigerian soldiers are not allowing people into that place is because they want to keep covering the truth. Now, what happens to those people that have been shot dead on the account of this their mere cover-up and all other things? What happens to them? These are human beings, for crying out sake. And the government should really do something about it. But again, don't be surprised that nothing will happen. You see, Nigerian soldiers are as corrupt as anything you can ever think. They're even more corrupt than the politicians. They've been this corrupt since independence. Look at the stories we are reading about. Look at the stories about the military coup. Look at the stories we read about.
They are not called the soldiers of fortune for nothing.
No,
they are a bunch of rogues and their owners.
Very thieves. Nigerian military, they are so corrupt, and they shouldn't really be, people shouldn't really trust the soldiers. Then the Nigerian soldiers should actually ask. They should actually ask themselves one question. You see, in the UK here, let me take a little time. In the UK here, we cooperate with the police. If the police is asking questions, we cooperate with them. We love the police in the UK because we see them as people who fight and secure us. Nigerian police and army, please ask yourselves, why is it that the citizens you're claiming to protect hate you with passion? They hate you with passion that they cannot afford to see you die. They rather see an enemy succeed than help Nigerian police or army in an investigation. Because these people are wicked. It's as if they hate the very citizens they actually have a duty to protect. They hate the citizens with so much passion. I've never seen that kind of a thing before,
I have never myself.
Let me just stop there. Thank you very much.
God bless you, Ferdinand, my brother. God bless you again, and you have a wonderful rest of your break and a great week ahead too, right? You have a good
one, thank you.
So that's a Ferdinand there from Castle upon Par. Newcastle upon Par. That's a different place. Newcastle. One train bro, finally back in. How are you tonight? Or this afternoon? Or is it evening over there?
My brother.
How are you tonight? This evening now? It should be evening in
yeah, it's evening.
Anyway, Baba.
Man, my go, I'm not feeling great, bro. I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling good. It's because of this bastard, these dry people. Man, my go today. You know that I told you that over here I always contend with these slaves over here, with these APC slaves and Nigerian zombies. But today they had their day, my good. Do you want me to tell you how they had their day today? My good, these people have been mocking me since yesterday, bro.
You were shot at you. And there you are, you can't even defend it.
These people took shots at the emperor.
And you are
they
there,
took shots at me,
like the boss, like
Michael, at the emperor now.
Inside the pain.
My skin is thick. They were mocking us, bro. They mocked us today. They mocked me today. But do you know what I did?
What did you do?
I smiled. And I told one of them in the face. And I said, you can take shots, you can laugh and all that. But at the end of the day, you know that when you look at me, you know you're not looking at a slave. You're not looking at a zombie. And you know that I will never support Onitiri. So yes, laugh at the whole movement. You have the right to do so because Onitiri has embarrassed us, whether we like it or not, as Yorubas. So of course I took my shot, I took my licks. But at the end of the day, it will still be them that will suffer. I'm not going to be the one that will suffer.
We're still trapped in that contraption until we are
exactly. So they can laugh at us today, they can mock us today. But you know the painful thing. The painful thing about
and the other is permanent.
And one is going to be permanent. But the saddest thing about this whole thing is that most of the people that were mocking me say, one true, Yoruba nation, this Yoruba nation, that. Sure, you know, see, I'm now. Most of them were my fellow Yoruba brothers, bro. That's the painful thing. Like, what Onitiri has done.
Make any Yoruba? Hang on, let's even put Onitiri on the side. On the side, just for 1 second now, okay? What will make an average Yoruba to actually hate the idea of Yoruba sovereignty? I am still trying to figure that out. It's not as if Nigeria is telling us anything per se that will say, oh yeah, but they will confidently tell you that you're on your own, no? Yoruba nation call, Yoruba nation. Nigeria will be great. This country is not going to break up. What exactly makes an average Yoruba to hate the idea?
My God, I don't see it is like you said, it's that contraption called Nigeria. That's why I classify the average Nigerian as a slave and zombie, because they don't have in-depth reasoning or critical thinking.
Like, I understand if you say, see, I understand if somebody says, no, I don't support the idea, and they tell you their reasons. I say, well, you know what? This is why. But I'm talking about those that will outrightly mock it. Mock the idea.
That was the painful thing, my
like you are in Yoruba or you are Igbo. You are mocking the idea of independence. Like, for Nigeria, Baba,
that was the
Nigeria, you prefer Nigeria, but you then mock the idea of independence of who you are. Like, how is that?
My God, that was the painful thing today, because yes, Onitiri and our dry followers, we all know what they are useless and mad people. But the fact that the mocking, like the way they were mocking, it's not like they were mocking Onitiri and dry. They were mocking the idea, as you said, of we Yorubas being our own nation, being independent, moving forward. That was, that was the thing. That was the reason why I could not talk about, because even though they were taking shots at me, I just felt pity for them. Like, it's like they don't understand, and that's the problem with most of these people mocking us now. They are not mocking Onitiri. They are mocking the whole movement.
The
idea of independence, the idea of self-determination, the idea of progressive and forward thinking. That is what these people are mocking. And that's the saddest thing. Amaigu, when you played that interview, especially that girl's interview of saying she wanted to go and join Air Force, and she left joining the Air Force to follow a movement based on the promise that they will give her and her family money, no more suffering and poverty.
They will no longer have to suffer.
But see, Michael, hold on, no. I'm not saying the Nigeria Air Force is good, though, but at least if you join the Nigeria Air Force, they go give you salary.
At least
they go give you salary. So you are joining a movement that they did not even give you proper orientation, proper education, just based on the promise of food. Nigerians still think that their problem is food. Rebos Calabar. Omo, those slaves never see anything. Michael, everything is coming to place now. Do not be surprised. You've already said it. That people that might start really talking about Yoruba nation genuinely, their life could be in danger in Nigeria now. I have friends that believe in Yoruba nation in Nigeria now. Omo, they are not even saying it again. They don't calm down and they talk to you. Because even their own fellow Yorubas around them. See, Michael, even their own fellow Yorubas around them, they think they are part of Onitiri. So once you mention Yoruba nation in Nigeria now, they will think they are part of that wasted soul movement. So let's forget about that. Let us now go to the people of Okwama. Seriously, my heart goes out to those people. Like, it is a shame what is going on right now to the Okwama people. But I'm not surprised. But what makes me laugh is that they are begging for government to come and help them. Now, that's the painful thing. Like, the painful thing is that I know that no government is coming to help them, but they believe that government is coming to help them. My God, these people are making videos inside the forest.
I know.
With little children, little kids, little boys, little girls. They
have been in those forests now for weeks. So there are those who have been in that forest for weeks now. Because they can't leave the forest to come on the water, to cross over to the proper places without the soldiers catching them. So they were just there trapped in.
They will be shot. I'm seeing all these things. And yet, the painful thing is that I know nobody is going to save them. I know no Nigerian government is going there. But when I see those videos and I'm hearing them plead for the government help, I'm just like, wow.
Government, come on.
I'm like, you know, when I'm seeing this video in my mind, I feel like, how can I send a telepathic message to them and let them know that no government is coming to save you? Start finding other means.
Responsible for you being in that bush.
Exactly. And it just pains me because as a father and I see those children, like that's what hurting me the most. I'm seeing kids not eating for days, no water for days, mosquito is biting them.
To their tired, their mothers. like that.
And yet, they are bastards and slaves. Some of them in this comment section that believe Nigeria should exist. Let's forget about that. Let's now go to Dua immediately. Michael, you've said it. These people are praising and saying Nigeria is doing well. Let us wait. Let us wait till December. And then I will come back and finish this statement. Let me let other people to call. Thank you for all you do, bro.
One true emperor.
Have a good day.
Very long time. By the time you get to May is next month, Abi. You should be looking for something in May. December is a long. By December, you go don't become prophets.
No. See, my good. Don't worry. I'm not going to finish what I want to about Oduduwa immediately now. Let December come. We'll have that conversation.
Okay. No worries.
Later.
Man. Thank you so much for that. One true emperor. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got like half an hour to go. If you have intention of calling in, I think you should try it now. Don't wait till last minute. Here is my caller again. Hello there.
Hello, my ego.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good morning.
Good. Is that Paul?
Yes, my ego is Paul.
Good morning. I know that, well, that's like either Dubai, UAE, or India, but your voice gave you up. So, Paul, how are you today?
I'm fine, my ego. I'm fine.
Go on, please.
First of all, I want to appreciate you again for everything, holistically, your sacrifices and everything you do. May God continue to bless you and uplift you.
You too, man. Thank you. Thanks, man.
I just wanted to say something briefly because I know there will be a lot of people on the line. I don't know why it's like we're all behaving as if Onitiri is new. What I mean is that the establishments, they are masters of espionage. They know how to infiltrate. That is what they do. Onitiri is not different from a Pampas. It's the same script. They will not look for her. They sent her to destabilize the cause. That is what they sent her to do. And to some extent, because of the foolishness of some of our people, they've succeeded. Because what they've done now will drag us back a bit. We cannot deny that fact.
Honestly.
It will drag us back. We just have to open ourselves to that reality. It will drag us back. But we should not pretend as if we don't know that she's part of them. That's the part I'm finding really funny. Everyone is feeling like how they should search for her. They will not do anything. She has accomplished what they sent her to do. The script is just like that of Lamidi Apapa that they sent to destabilize the Labour Party. It's the same script, Michael. It's just espionage. Thank you.
Paul, well, you have dropped that as it is hot. A lot of people are also possibly going to be thinking, are already thinking along that line too. Well, I would love to hear you say it to me, if you can. Hello there.
Hello, my Yegon General.
Oh, that is Prince Adewale, the African Wahala. Rob, how are you doing today?
Yes, sir. I'm doing very well, brother.
That's grand. Please, go on.
Yeah. First and foremost, thank you. And thank you. I can't stop thanking you. At this point, you're already probably tired of people thanking you all the time. But your sacrifices are really appreciated.
I'm grateful for you saying that because that in itself is a show of appreciation that whatever this is to you, we really do appreciate you. And it's a reminder that what I'm doing is worth it. So thank you for saying that. Don't ever do too much like it's too much. Let me be the judge.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Exactly.
I'll tell you when it's too much, but I don't think it is. Well, it's good. So much, all of that.
Okay, perfect.
What you do behind the scene too, because some people need to know that I do have a lot of people around me that, I would say I have been blessed with. And you are one of them. And yes, I should say thank you to you too and people like yourself who are in that circle. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Yes, sir. So I called. The first reason I called is because of the young. In fact, the first point is Ferdinand. I need to respond to something that he said about the Nigerian military and the soldiers. So from my own standpoint, personal point of view, I'm speaking for myself, the African Wahala Adewale. The Nigerian police is the first terror group in Nigeria. That's in my own perspective. I'm not speaking for anybody else, but the first terror group in Nigeria is the Nigerian police. The second terror group is the Nigerian army. It doesn't mean every one of them is evil, but
in no particular order.
No, in that order. The army is more brutal than the police, but the police has more access to the citizens. So the citizens suffer from brutalization, kidnapping, killings by the police more than the army. But the army kills and destroys and kidnaps people as well. Then after those two terror groups, then we can start talking about Boko Haram, Fulani terrorists, ISWAP, in that order. And the reason why these guys, I'm talking about the state-sanctioned terror groups, the military and the police, the reason why they are that way is because if we are being honest, an average Nigerian has a little bit of terrorism in it. Let's keep it real. Because the way we are wired as people, yeah. You know, the way Nigeria has shaped majority of us is in such a way that you have to trample on someone else in order to get to the next level. And you don't give a damn. All you have to do is have a very savage mindset, trample on anybody trampleable as far as you can get to the next level in life. That's what Nigeria has shaped us to. Exactly.
How could you do that? That is too much. And that is why every wrong thing you can do, just don't get caught. Trample on people's rights, eat other people to get what you want.
Let me add a caveat to that.
Please.
You can't even get caught. That's how ridiculous Nigeria is. You can afford to get caught. Just be connected to the criminal politicians and you're good.
And it will mean nothing.
That's how Nigeria is. And nothing would happen to you. So that's why those people are savages. Number two, the young lady that was interviewed amongst the people that were interrogated by the first terror group, the so-called police, I felt bad for her because she sounded like she's in her early 20s. She's confused about life, the way millions of Nigerians are, the way I was when I was in that age group. We had nothing. She said, I finished high school. After high school, I tried to get a job in the Air Force. And then some people told me to come join this Yoruba Nation agitation because the intention of Yoruba Nation is to improve our standard of living. And she made that choice. I'm not going to blame her. A lot of people are roasting these people like, oh, you guys are so foolish. Why would you follow them? In fact, the only criticism I have for their entire moves is that they didn't plan properly. Because for me, I support anybody that is going against the government of the contraption.
If you want to go that far, make it real.
Yes, that's my only critique.
Easy prey.
Exactly.
Flex muscle and make themselves feel like they are so good at their job. That's why they call
it. Exactly.
It's real. That's
imagine
too.
That's me. That's it for me. That's it for me. Because for me, I'll be honest, a part of me supports them giving these criminal politicians hell. Give them hell. Take away power from them. However, do it in such a way that you wouldn't be ridiculed. But at the same time, the reason why they are ridiculed, they couldn't plan this way, is because these are poverty-stricken people without guidance, without a life, without money.
Yeah, one of
They've
them,
been in poverty.
They said that, but they were not shooting at you. So did you shoot back at them? And he said, no, I don't know how to shoot gun. I don't know how to handle gun. But he put on military uniform, to go and take over the secretariat, but he didn't know how to shoot gun. So he picked his race. That's embarrassing.
Oh, just unfortunate. Yeah, very unfortunate. But yeah, that's my contribution. Thank you so much. Please, people, click on that like button. Please, just click on the like button. Just click on the like button. Exactly. That's all. Just click.
Just go there.
Thank you.
Just once. And that's it. And once you click it, it will turn blue to show you that you've clicked it. Okay? Then you can leave. The African Wahala. God bless you, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you too, brother.
Now, I do have another caller. If I am very much not confused, like a 20-year-old, like Africa Wahala said, this should be CA from, is that you?
Correct. CA from Atlanta.
Yes. I'm not confused because I'm in my 40s. So which simply means that I have figured it out. CA, how are you today?
Yeah, it's exactly 5:36 p.m. in Atlanta.
It is evening.
Sunny day. Sunny day, yeah. Lovely day.
Fantastic. It was so sunny in Glasgow today as well, but it was a scam sunny because it was cold too.
Mayegu,
CA.
I don't say because I'm not a Yoruba person, no, but like what that caller said, that's why I've been trying to call you since. Are you sure this is not the setup, Mayegu?
I am not sure. But people are beginning to make
you sure it's not a setup?
Yeah,
this guy is a Maradona. This guy is a Maradona. It's a Maradona. Trust me. These guys can do anything. But you just look at it. Somebody just comes and read something on TV and send some people out to go.
TV, on Facebook.
And send some people out to go and do some stuff. Just look at it. I mean, I don't know, but I just smell, something is not right,
Exactly. But I will agree.
Something is not right.
Something is not really right. It is either they are just stupid, or the people they sent were the stupid ones, but those who sent them, they knew what
people can do anything.
Yeah, they targeted
people can do anything for money.
You see that?
Yes, people can do anything for money. People can do anything for money. Trust me. In Nigeria, we know people can do anything for money. Trust me. I'm telling you, they can do anything for money. So I've been thinking about this since 3-4 days since it happened. I've been looking. I mean, it just to bring. Yes, it just to bring the momentum down, the Yoruba Nation agitation momentum down. You're going to take time for people to recover and to sow seed of seed of discord among people. Say, oh, she be Yoruba Nation lele, yeah, no, blah blah, that kind of thing.
Don't count me. I'm not like them.
Good. That's what I've been thinking before this guy called. Honestly, because we all know what it stands for. I mean, they try to infiltrate everything, every camp, everywhere. That's what they do. That's their job. That's what they do. That's why I called. I wouldn't have called, but because of this issue, I said no. Let me just.
CA is that now I used to say to people that if you think something and you say it, and then you are like, I don't know, that just came to my mind. There's something you should know, Baba. You are not the only person thinking it. Now, see, somebody called in yesterday, two people actually said the same thing yesterday, but differently. Today, the African one, who happened to be the last caller, was very much clearer by saying, I don't see this. So now I know that he's not the only one thinking it. You are thinking along the line. Therefore, a lot of people probably on this platform have the same thoughts. CA, thank you so much for contributing to this. Okay?
Thank you, Mayego.
You should have a good day, sir, right? Nice one. So that's a CA from Atlanta. He hasn't changed his profile picture. That was my easy guess. The day he changes that, I would never ever dare to.
Yeah. How are you, Mayego?
Very well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Good afternoon. Good evening from here. I'll be trying to get hold of you. Anyway, I didn't start the program all the way. I kind of started it halfway.
Okay.
But the quick one.
Yes, sir.
Quick one. Let me jump in on. The new Oduduwa Nation